Talking Rasslin, time to go. Ring the bell and start the show.
Hello, welcome in for another edition of Talking Rasslin with Pondwater and Amy. I'm Pondwater Dave. Joined with me as always is the First Lady of the Arn Anderson Fan Club, Miss Amy Vaughn. Amy already told me she don't feel good today, so she's going to power through for us. But right out of the gate, what's all this talk about Arn Anderson and a dick dancer?
Well, so if you listen to Arn once a month, he does an Ask Arn Anything. Now, my question was, how did he enjoy doing the Dark Side of the Ring episodes? He was on 2 episodes. He was on the episode about the Renegade and the episode about Paul Orndorff. Now, I don't know what you know about the Renegade. I didn't know anything. And I thought that this episode was really good for that, like to kind of introduce you to who he was before he came in and all that good stuff. And in that episode, he was like an exotic male dancer, the Renegade guy. Now I can't think of his name. He was an exotic dancer before he started wrestling. And so in the episode, that is what Arn called him, was a dick dancer. That's what they were called.
I think I've heard Arn refer to him that before. And
so it came up in conversation. Someone asked him, not me, I asked him about the episodes, but then that question came up about, him calling him a dick dancer. And so, and then somebody created a dick dancer meme of Arn on X. I think you tagged me in it.
Yeah, well, I saw it and then immediately I thought that, and I didn't realize that you'd had anything to do with it. So,
yes, that was my question, but not that particular incident. I just wanted to know how he enjoyed that, being on those episodes, and he enjoyed it. He said, and like I said, if you get a chance to watch the one about Paul Orndorff, again, very good. Paul Orndorff is also one of those, I think, that was always around, like when you started watching wrestling, but to know his history and know some things about him, it was really, I thoroughly enjoyed both of them, actually. So that's how that came up.
Well, all right. Matt Presley sent me a picture this weekend, and I apologize for not getting to you previously, Amy. But I thought it would be fun to do this. So I'm not going to give you a whole lot of time, but here's 3 fantasy cards. And he wants to know, if you could only attend one, he wants to know which event you would attend and why, and who's going over on each match. So I'm going to run it down, especially for the audio version. The first one is Comiskey Park, Chicago, Illinois, the NWA World Title, Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. It doesn't say who the champion is here, so I'm gonna go with that. It's a vacant title that's being decided.
I like it.
The AWA World Tag Team titles, Ray Stevens and Nick Bockwinkel with Bobby Heenan. They are the champions. Defending against the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Chicago Street Fight, Dick the Bruiser versus Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. The Russians' Revenge, Frank Gotch versus George Hackenschmidt. Hell in a Cell, The Sheik with Abdul Farouk versus The Undertaker with Paul Bearer. Marathon match, most falls in an hour, Dory Funk Jr. and Jack Briscoe. And the Dynamite Kid versus AJ Styles. Lance Russell's doing the announcing on this card. We're going to move over for the second one at Shea Stadium. World title match, Bruno versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fabulous Fargos versus the Golden Grams, Jerry and Eddie. Battle of the Giants, Andre versus the Big Show. MMA rules in an octagon, Straggler Lewis versus Luthez. Texas Death Match, Terry Funk versus Cactus Jack. Mask versus Mask, El Santo versus Mil Mascaras. Tiger Mask versus Rey Mysterio. Ravishing Rick Rude versus Seth Rollins. And good old JR is calling that one.
Ooh, okay.
This Coliseum, world title, Jim Londos versus John Cena. The Road Warriors versus the Riot Squad in a cage. That's Ernie and Emil Dusik. Hair versus Hair. Hulk Hogan versus Gorgeous George. Bionic Elbow versus People's Elbow. Dusty Rhodes versus The Rock. Amateur rules. Fatal 4-way. Last man undefeated wins gold medal. Vern Gagne versus Danny Hodge versus Carl Gotch versus Kurt Angle. Pile driver match. Jerry Lawler versus Wild Bill Longston. New Japan versus All Japan. Giant Baba versus Antonio Inoki. I actually watched a Giant Baba match this week.
Really? Who was he against?
Terry Gordy.
Really?
He defended the Pacific Wrestling Federation Championship in the Atlanta Omni in February of '82.
The Atlanta Omni.
And it was like they came out there, and Jim Crockett read this proclamation, and which was really cool because the next year World Class did an international Star Wars, and they were reading proclamations before the Japanese wrestlers would wrestle. Because Antonio Inoki, Jumbo Tsuruta defended the All Asian title against Ted DiBiase. So it was the same concept, and I knew it from the international Star Wars, but I had no idea Terry Gordy versus Giant Baba existed.
Who won?
Giant Baba.
Oh.
And if I'm being honest, it looked like Gordy kicked.
I didn't know if it would be a a double count out or something.
He pinned Gordy. It was really, it was a decent match. Gordy was a bumping machine for him.
Oh, I can imagine.
All right,
he's a big man.
Which one of these cards looks like the one that you're either going to buy on pay-per-view or go to?
I tell you what, I am going to. I'm going to Chicago, and mainly it's for the Midnight Express. I really did. When I saw that, I was like, no, to see that live, I really think I'd be in. And who doesn't want to see Frank Gotch and Hackenschmidt? Like, when would I ever get to see that? Right? No. And Lance Russell, that's a Memphis man. Yeah. I listened to him when I was little. So I think those things definitely are drawing me. I want to go to that one.
Yeah, I do too. I could do without the 1 hour match between Dory Funk and Jack Briscoe, just because I don't like predetermined 1 hour matches.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that it's going to go an hour. And
what does it say? It's
the most falls in an hour.
That's kind of cool though. Like
it's
the
an
most
Iron Man
falls,
match.
To kind of count those. I don't know. And what about Dynamite Kid and AJ Styles? Man, I think that'd
be a hell of a match.
No kidding.
Dick the Bruiser versus Brock Lesnar. Let's just start at the bottom and run them up. We got Dynamite Kid versus AJ Styles.
Yes, that would probably be the match of the night.
And there's so many factors. Like, we're talking prime Dynamite Kid versus prime AJ Styles.
100%. What does Matt say? This is from Cornette's book. It's his card to be held Thanksgiving 2029. Cool. Well, I
want to go back and say hi to the chat real quick. Matt's here with us, of course. Allison Faye's here with us. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm going with Dynamite Kid on this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably go AJ Styles.
Hi, Willie. I'm just going because I'd seen a Dynamite Kid Chris Benoit match.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really think you could go wrong.
I mean, this is kind of a coin flip deal.
Yes.
Hey, Coach Keith.
Hey,
I'm going to do, I'm still saying Dynamite Kid.
Yeah. Like I said, I think AJ Styles.
Okay.
But again, I don't think you could go wrong with this one.
No. And then in an hour match with Dory Funk and Jack Briscoe, it's going to be a time limit draw. They're probably going to have one fall each.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. So you think one fall each? Like sometimes it gets really crazy at the end, and it's like everybody, they get like 8 falls in 2 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
like
that ain't happening with these guys.
That's probably true.
I mean, I could see it going an hour without. It'd be with no pinfalls, 1 hour draw, or one each. Ooh. And maybe they do it where the babyface gets the fall, gets his pin in the last 5 minutes of the match to tie it up.
Yeah.
That you think, because I don't know which one, who the crowd's going to be with on this. Hell in a Cell, the Sheik and the Undertaker.
I think the Sheik, because he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's been known to do crazy things. So
And it's not WrestleMania.
True.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sheik's crazy. No, I'm going to rethink that.
Okay.
No, I saw the Sheik on a WCW pay-per-view before.
Mm-hmm.
The Sheik was crazy, but he was also booking his own territory.
Okay.
I think the Undertaker's too much for him to overcome.
Okay.
I don't have a clue about Frank Gotch or George Hackenschmidt, and I'm too tired today to try to just make some shit up.
Okay. I do think Hackenschmidt, just because, that's a great name.
I think the original legend went is that Frank Gotch put Hackenschmidt in a sugar hold and made him, I think he said, "Sir, I submit my title to you," or something like that.
Oh. So definitely Hackenschmidt.
But I think it was a screw job. It wasn't really a legit. I mean, it wasn't a screw job, but I think if I'm remembering my history correctly on these two, that they were getting the belt off of him, and he did put him in a legit hold. Dick the Bruiser versus Brock Lesnar in a street fight.
I don't know. Dick the Bruiser. Since it's a street fight, I think he has an edge over Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar can fight.
Yeah, I think Brock Lesnar's gonna.
You think he would dominate Dick the Bruiser?
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about Brock Lesnar a lot lately and his place in professional wrestling. I'm not sure he's not in the Rushmore conversation.
Really? Now, why would you say that?
Multi-time world champion. Big damn deal every time he shows up. Never played football, almost made an NFL team, made it to the practice squad, but decided he wanted to move on. That's not what he was looking for.
Right.
World champion in every place that he ever went.
Now, just to go back just quickly about the NFL team, do you think that happens, that he gets a tryout if it weren't for who he was? Do you know what I'm saying? Like he an equally talented person.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
walk on?
but that he was good, but he was that good. But he's also UFC heavyweight champion. So
yes.
So he's a legitimate badass.
Definitely.
He's And he also didn't just destroy everybody. He made some people.
And he's still in phenomenal shape. I mean, I don't know how old he is. Is he in his 50s or is he
Who,
40?
Brock?
I don't. How old is he? Is he like late 40s?
40. He's in his 40s, upper 40s.
Still phenomenal. I mean, to
Right.
be able to do all those things.
I'm
Definitely.
just saying that he gets penalized as a part-timer. And I'm not going to get into the Roman discussion, but you know, Roman gets a pass for being a part-timer, but Brock doesn't. And when has the crowd not popped when Brock's music hit?
That's true, but that's some badass music too, though.
Yeah, but I mean that's a badass that's coming down the ramp.
No,
too.
I know, I agree. I was just teasing, but I mean it's a phenomenal song to hit out of nowhere. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but he dog walked Dick the Bruiser in this. Ray Stevens and Nick Bockwinkel with Bobby Heenan against the Midnight Express. Man.
Did it say who's the? I mean, I'm going with Midnight Express.
I think Midnight Express win, but I don't think they get the title.
I gotcha. Double count out, something, they're fighting
something's
outside
going
the ring.
because you got Bobby Heenan and Jim Cornette both outside.
Right. And it'll be interesting because honestly, they're both heel teams. So
yeah,
will be done. I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, wrestling wise, I think Midnight Express is better tag team. But I will say that I've got more.
Is that Dennis Condrey?
Yes.
It looks like a bandana's around his neck.
And I've got more. My knowledge base goes more to Nick Bockwinkel as the AWA champion.
True.
Than a tag team wrestler.
True.
And then we got the Nature Boy versus the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
I mean, I think it'd be hard not. I mean, okay.
He's passing the torch. Ric Flair is going to walk out with the champions.
Yes. And I think too, which has been really fun, since we've been kind of, thanks to Willie, has kind of put us on this trilogy of Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, like remind you, I guess, in a way, of just how good Ric Flair was.
Yeah.
I mean, I really just, yeah.
Now they did wrestle. They did wrestle once, and Buddy Rogers won.
Well, how old was Ric Flair? Was he fairly young when he wrestled him?
Yeah, Buddy Rogers was not fairly young, but still,
well, yeah.
But
up and
if I was going to look at all three of these cards,
yeah,
and just pick two matches off of each card, I would pick Ric Flair and Buddy Rogers. I would pick the Midnight Express, Bockwinkel and Stevens. Those would be the two I'd pick off that card. Then I'd pick Tiger Mask and Rey Mysterio. And I would pick Terry Funk and Cactus Jack.
See, now I would like to see Rick Rude and Seth Rollins. I would really like to see how that one would go. I think that could be a phenomenal match. But I like your other matches, but I think I would like that one.
And then looking at the last one, Hogan. If I'm being Hogan and Gorgeous George and Dusty and The Rock.
I definitely think the Dusty. This one's a little bit harder because I would love to see the Road Warriors in person. I would love to see the Road Warriors. I'm not as familiar with.
I'm penalizing them on that because I don't know who those other guys are.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know exactly who the Riot Squad is, but I would think if they were. I mean, again, it's not like they're putting the Brooklyn Brawler on it, So that these are whoever these gentlemen are, very well in their own right. I think the 4-way down there could be interesting. like just to see how that would work. But I definitely think Dusty Rhodes and The Rock is definitely the number one off of this card. I don't know. I think I'd like to see the Road Warriors. And who knows? I might have a fantastic match. It'd be interesting. 1978. Look at Willie.
It's a fun exercise, that's for sure.
I like this. Matthew gave us this, didn't he? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Now, out of the announcers, which one are you? Like I said, I'm picking Lance Russell. Which one? Just the announcer. Who would you want to be?
I'd go with Jim Ross.
That was fun. Thank you, Matthew.
Our guest is having a hard time.
Uh-oh. Just getting here. Just getting here. Thank you so much, Matthew. That was really fun. Do that again if you want. Those were fun.
Give me just a second.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. I like Buddy Rogers faced Ric Flair in the Battle of the Nature Boys, July 8th, 1978. So, again, Ric Flair wouldn't have been in the business that long, so he would have been fairly new, but I like that. Everything's in July. Brock Lesnar turned 49 in July. Oh, thank you, Matthew. But like I said, those are great matches that you put together. I thought that was fun. That's one of the fun things about wrestling. You know, other people do it too, but like dream matches. Like would Ric Rude and Seth Rollins. Again, I think that would be pretty, or Dynamite Kid and AJ Styles. Like those are some really, if you sit there and think about it, those are some really intriguing potentials that we can make in our heads, you know?
Yeah. Hang on. The Tiger Mask Rey Mysterio would be one that I would love to see because I'm a huge Tiger Mask fan, and I think that matchup with him and Mysterio would really be something.
It's one of those things. It's kind of like even the Dynamite Kid and AJ Styles, taking someone from the past that is very Dynamite was a high fly, innovative for his time, and then compare him to AJ Styles, who is an innovator and doing things off the ropes and those kind of things. I think that's same thing with Tiger Mask and Ray. You're kind of taking people from different eras and just kind of seeing what the best of Ray versus the best of Tiger Mask, like what that would look like if they were actually wrestling in the same era. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Matthew. I liked it all. Referees, announcers. I mean, we all know Pondwater will be voted the referee, but I do like the announcers and different things because, and that's one of the things we can talk about. I know we're not talking about the trilogy necessarily. We watched the third match in the trilogy, but there are some differences with the announcers. And again, that the energy that they bring into the match. And so I do think announcers are important when you're fantasy booking because that really can round the card out well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you have an announcer that's not super great, it will lower.
Oh yeah, all three of those announcers. I mean, I'd like to.
Oh yes.
That would have been a good 3-man booth.
But yeah,
Gordon Soley would bring. I mean, I think Gordon Soley and Jim Ross work really well together.
Yeah.
Lance Russell goes without saying.
Matthew, I don't feel good. I don't need homework. Can you? But I like that idea, though. We should talk about doing that a little bit.
I love that Andrew that Matthew's over here producing from the chat.
No, hey, but I do like that idea. A whole card, goodness gracious. But I like that. I like when you do it though, Matthew. No.
There he is.
Yay.
How about that? It wasn't opening from Messenger. I had to send him an email.
Oh,
So working feverishly behind the scenes to bring our next guest who at 61 years old is going to make his return after
Can't
5
wait.
years of professional wrestling this Saturday night at SWA Stampede 5. He's been on before, but we're super excited to have him back again. Old school Steve Starr, welcome to Talking Rasslin. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Glad we got that figured out. I was panicking.
Yeah, me too.
So tell me, Steve, before we get into why you're coming back, let's bring everybody up to speed. I'm gonna bring this graphic up because it's got a picture of you back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's Steve in the cowboy hat. They got him flipped
Yeah.
there, but
really?
I think
Okay.
I think I was about 24 right there, 23 or 24.
so
So that was almost 40 years ago.
so tell us how you got started and where you got started.
Okay. All right. When I was a kid, small kid, my parents were wrestling fans, and we went to Gulf Coast Wrestling every Thursday night in Hattiesburg. And growing up watching wrestling, I became a big fan. Always wanted to do it. And everybody I went to school with knew one day I was going to be a wrestler. And then my senior year, there was only one wrestler that I knew of that lived in the area. His name was Thomas Tate. And Thomas wrestled some with Mid-South. He wrestled with Gulf Coast some, and he had a full-time job. So I looked in the phone book and I found his name. And nervous as I was, I called him one night, talked to him for a couple of minutes, and he told me to come out to the plant where he was working at. He was a manager out there and said, ask for him. He would come out and talk to me. So the next morning, I didn't go to school. I went out there to talk wrestling with Thomas. And he had a small promotion around Hattiesburg area, Laurel area. And I went to several matches and kept on about training me. Then early year 84, he called me, asked me if I was still interested. I said, yes, sir, of course. So we started training and I had my first match in April of 84. And Thomas passed away 3 years ago. But we got to be really good, close friends. And I appreciate the day that I met him and he trained me. Really means a lot to me,
Well, that's something. And then did you pretty much stay in the area? That's first off, kids. The phone book is this book we used to get with everybody's phone number.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could have looked him up and got it.
Yeah.
Has your address
Just looked him up and it was in there. Yeah. It had your address in there too. So
wow. Oh yeah. And everybody would get the phone book and open it up like they were excited to see their name and address.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But back then, only promotions around in Mississippi that I knew of was just Mid-South. And like I said, Thomas was running some towns around Hattiesburg area. And from there, let me think. Seems like a couple of years later, in 86, Gulf Coast Wrestling came back. And the legendary Cowboy Bob Kelly came back with them. And I got an opportunity to wrestle with them. And that was a big thrill for me because we had got up to, we were wrestling 3 and 4 nights a week. We were wrestling in Hattiesburg on Thursday night, Meridian on Friday, and a spot show somewhere on Saturday. And then eventually it picked up Mobile on Tuesday. So that was real exciting for me, to be almost what you call a full-time wrestler. And Bob had brought in some of the older Gulf Coast guys like Hippie Boy Yet, Bruiser Bob Sweetan. Austin Idol made a few appearances with us, Pork Chop Cash, Ricky Gibson. So we had a and marvelous Marcel Pringle. We had a good crew of guys, and had some good times, some good memories. And from there, I just wrestled for different promotions. Wrestled for Sonny King in Louisiana. I guess that was in '87, a few times, and went out to Texas and wrestled for a promotion out there in Waco. And then there was another promotion that started around, I'm guessing 88, 89, called NWF. And they wrestled around Laurel in there, and I got in with them. So, and then in about the same time, there was a promotion in Mobile. I went down there and wrestled them a good bit. Got to wrestle Adrian Street a number of times. And
Ooh.
it's just different, just different indie promotions and some in Pensacola. So I used to stay fairly busy, back in the day.
Yeah, you did. So were you? So we saw the picture of you in the cowboy hat. So kind of what was your gimmick, and were you the heel or were you a baby face?
Well, I was a baby for a long time, and I went out to Mobile, and I was a heel down there that area uh, for a good while, and now, and I have been for many years. I'm a baby. So, and then in 2014, I started SWA Promotions, and I wrestled some, and then I was a matchmaker, and we done a lot of stuff there. So I don't know how many matches I've had, but I've had a good number.
Yeah, I tried to see if I could find you on Cage Match, and there's a Steve Starr on there, but you're not him.
No, I'm not him. There's a little bit out there on YouTube, not much of the older stuff. That's actually in 1990. I was wrestling in Pascagoula. Big Stan Frazier, Tiny Frazier, Uncle Elmer. He had a promotion down there, and I got to wrestle Bob Holly, who eventually became Hardcore Holly. And I got that on VHS. That's how long ago it's been. So I need to convert that over and put it out there on Facebook and let people see it. Because believe it or not, I did get to win on Hardcore Holly.
Wow.
So yeah.
Willie wants to know, did you have more fun working heel or face?
I guess face, really.
Okay.
You seem like a nice man. Yeah. I don't see you being too mean. Am I wrong?
Well, I'm not anymore. Not anymore. I got a little older, so I try to be nice.
Now, what makes you, after 5 years later? I know that once that you never lose the itch.
Never.
I tried walking away myself to just decide to go watch it with my grandkids, and it lasted all of one show. I mean, it was easy.
I remember that day.
But I went to that one show.
Oh yeah.
The Heritage Hoax. I was in the crowd, and I'm like, I told the grandkids, I said, "This is enjoy. I hope y'all enjoyed this one because I got to go back." So what? But what made you come back at 61 years old, decide that you wanted to come and do this, and why SWA?
Well, the reason I come back is in December of 2024, I'm 59 and a half at the time. I completely changed my diet, my lifestyle, the way we cook, because I knew I had to do something. Believe it or not, I was a sugar addict, and I way overweight, and I knew I was going to have some health issues the older I got if I didn't change. And one day I just completely changed everything. And I started dropping some weight, and I started feeling a whole lot better. So one day in early 2025, I was sitting around. No, let me take that back. Probably later on in 2025, because I had lost about 50 pounds. And I was watching some wrestling, I think from Memphis on YouTube. And the thought came in my mind, hey, can I still do this? I'm
Uh-huh.
feeling good.
Freeze.
And but I kept telling myself I'm too old. I can't do. I'm too old. But the thought would never leave. So eventually, I got a hold of SWA, and I said, "Look, I said I would like to have." I called Calvin Rose, who's a matchmaker. I said, "I'd like to have another opportunity to come back just to see if I can do that. I don't know if I can. It may be all in my mind that I can." And I said, "I like to have an opportunity because I just got to know. I got to a point where I just got to know if I can do it or not." So Calvin said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, we'll do that." So he talked it over with the GM, which is Monty Warbucks, and the owner, Hoss Overstreet, and they decided, "Hey, look, at your age, I was 60 at the time. You're going to have to give us a physical just to make sure." And I understood that completely. I would probably be the same way. So I went and got a physical, no issues there, and I went ahead and got my blood work done, and blood work's fine. So they said, "Yeah, we'll give you a shot." So after about 3 or 4 months lingering on, they finally gave me an opportunity for this Saturday, August 22nd at West Jones. And I'm getting excited. I am excited about it. When I was 18, 19 years old, if I got a call from a promotion, especially now 20 years old from out of state, I got real excited about going somewhere to wrestle. So I got that excitement back, and I can't wait. I can't wait to Saturday night. I think I can do it again. At least I pray I can. But we'll find out after Saturday. And if I can make it through and do a decent job in my mind, I want to maybe have another match or two. But if I can't, I'll admit it and say, "Hey, I can't do this anymore," and that will wrap it up for me.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been around you now for when we start doing Legacy 2022. So around you pretty regular for the last 4 years, and I got to say your transformation is fast. I mean, I mean, I've seen I knew where you were, and I see where you're at, and I mean, you've come a long way.
Right.
And it don't look like you hurt. It don't look like it.
It's
you
a
don't
diet.
hurt when
It's
you
a
walk.
diet. What I've done. No, I don't. No inflammation or anything. And I cut out that sugar. And as far as cooking, there's no more seed oils. Yeah, that sugar is I don't want to say the wrong word, but it is a slow, unaliving poison. It will cause damage after a period of time.
Are you going to have anybody in the audience cheering you on, or like grandkids, or somebody who's like family that's never really got to see you wrestle because you weren't doing that when they were born?
Yes.
Oh, excited!
Right. I've got a lot of family coming. There's a lot of them live in Baton Rouge coming over. I got and I'm a mailman in Laurel. Been a mailman for 28 and a half years. And I got people on my route now telling me, "Hey, we're coming to support you," because I just done a local thing on our local TV. They came out and videoed me delivering mail and talking to me about the big event. Okay, and people saw that on my route and they said, "Man, we're coming out. We got to be there," So there's going to be a lot big. I got a lot of supporters out there, and I'm thankful for it too. More than you'll ever know, that they come out and support an old man. I've been asking people. I said, "Come out and support me. But better yet, pray for me."
Well, and
so
to pull the curtain back just a little bit.
The reason why I'm coming back to this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say that.
Go ahead, Dave.
You have a long history with SWA anyway, and that area. So, I mean, he already has a built-in fan base there as well.
Yeah.
And they come in full force and fill up West Jones High School.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be a tremendous crowd. It's probably going to be, and probably one of the biggest crowds. Exactly. It's amazing when you get in there and then people start cheering for you. I mean, just how it helps you. It's unreal, So there's going to be a huge crowd there. And the reason I wanted to do it SWA is, like I said, I started SWA, and then early 21. No, early 22. I sold my part of SWA, and the guy that I sold it to, he didn't last long. It's a lot of work to it. So he sold it to the Overstreets. And I mean, they have really took off with it, promoted. It's a lot of work, but they put the work into it, and they hired Monty Warbucks to be the GM and Calvin Rose to be the matchmaker. And I'm telling you what, that's a good pair to be running a wrestling promotion. And I give my hats off to them. I mean, I think when I owned it, I've done a good job. We had some good crowds, but they've really taken it to another level. And I'm just excited to be a little small portion of SWA now. Maybe just one time, but I'm excited about it, and I'm very thankful they give me this opportunity to come back.
Well,
Who's the opponent you had?
Oh, and
Mike
let me say
Smith.
some more about my diet too.
Okay.
Mike Smith. Yeah, Mike Smith. He's a young man. Used to be referee.
yeah,
He refereed several matches, and he refereed for me. I never had any issue with him. So I've asked him this week in a video that if he would just have a wrestling match with me. I don't want to brawl or fight or anything. I just want to have just a good wrestling match. So we'll see. We'll see if he takes my advice and does that. I hope so. That's all I want to do is wrestle. So we'll see. He's Mike's
honoring.
managed by Lucas Frost, and I don't understand that connection at all.
They have
Yes, and
they put him into some pretty tight
last time in
spots.
Moselle, the last show they had in Moselle, they really have, I think, and they slap him around a little bit. I don't get that why he takes that. So I don't know. He's done my business, I guess, but I'm just hoping for a good match. I've asked Lucas Frost in my video to please don't interfere in our match. Just let us have a wrestling match. And if Mike beats me, I'm going to shake his hand. I'm going to tell him he's a better man. I don't have any issue with that. If he beats me, he'd be the better man.
I got to admit, when he's in there, I do my best. I'm impartial. I'm a professional. But it really chaps my ass that he was a referee and that he decided to use his position like he went dirty. He went dirty during the match. And I don't think that's good business, and I don't like it, and it makes us referees look bad. And I've had a bit of a chip on my shoulder when I've been out there with him. Like the other night.
Right.
The other night I turned around and I was going to disqualify the Frost boys. I was going to disqualify them for outside interference, and Leo said, no, please don't disqualify them. We want to beat them. But when I looked over there, and he had his back to me, but he had one of them in a headlock through the ropes. So I just walked over and I just put my foot through there and I gave him a good solid kick between the shoulder blades and threw him out. But I don't normally get that aggressive, and I got to admit that I'm trying to be politically correct when I want you to dog walk it. I want you to dog walk him, Steve. Just beat the snot out of him. But he's desperate right now, and that's dangerous.
Are you on this card, Pondwater? Are you refereeing?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You are?
yeah, that's true. He's wanting that.
Steve, hang on a second.
Steve, I'm hoping he just wrestles me and doesn't want to fight. But if it comes to it, I can. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put you in the waiting room and bring you back in because we got a really bad lag. Let's see if that's any better.
Okay.
You said you are reffing? I'm sorry, Palmer. Are you reffing his match, or you don't know yet?
All right.
Oh, I'm refereeing his match.
You think that's better?
Yeah, that's better.
You Good deal. So okay, so you're gonna be reffing this match. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna ask for it.
Okay.
Okay,
Make
good,
sure
good.
everything's on the up and up. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I really, I mean, if I think Steve's going, I think Steve's going to shine it, and
Good,
I don't. This
good.
may not be his last match, but just in case, I'm gonna get in there.
So tell what else is on this? This is Stampede 5. What is this? What kind of matches or what kind of card is this?
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. I think they got 6 matches lined up, and
Yeah.
Bunkhouse Stampede, I think, is going to be the main event with Ryan Haas and Cowboy Cliff Rogers,
Well,
which
here I'll
that's
just
going to
go ahead
be
and throw it up on the.
that's
I'll
going to
just
be
go
a
ahead and throw it
really
up on
good
the
match
screen.
right there.
I think
Um,
you're going to be the main event. Steve. Just
who
saying.
else is on the card?
We got Pharaoh and Eric Black.
Yeah, right.
I think Pharaoh may be a little extra surly because he just lost the Battle Zone Championship to Doc Gracie.
Yeah, and that should be a good match right there. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I saw that.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's a good wrestler. And
Yeah.
that match right there, Ryan Hodge and Cowboy Cliff Rogers, it should be a really, really good match. I'm looking forward to seeing that myself.
And Ryan is the assistant principal of this high school, correct?
They, Calvin Rose, the matchmaker, he's really put together a really good card. Yes, Wes Jones, yes he is.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
so
that. The kids
a
are going to come
lot of the students that come out to see him, maybe they'll cheer for him. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I've seen him go to the rival school, and they didn't cheer for him.
Oh yeah.
Then we got Nat and the Hosey brothers against the Rebellion.
Who's that man in the
Yeah,
back with the
right.
suit on? Who is that?
That's Reggie Blackstone.
Right.
Is
That's
that
going to
their?
be an interesting match there.
Yeah, Reggie's a handful. I had to keep
Who is
my eye
that?
on him.
Is that their manager?
Yeah, he's the manager of the Rebellion.
Okay.
Blackledge.
I said Blackstone, didn't I?
Yes, he is.
Blackledge. You got our SWA champion Nick Wonder along with Samson Richards and Flying Brian Hicks.
Ooh.
Yeah, Blackledge.
So this ought to be good. There's no telling what's going to happen in this one.
Flying Brian, the mouth of the South. Yeah, this will be Chad Knight right there in the front. Right. This will be Chad Knight's first match. And he's been a wrestling fan all his life. He's a good guy, and I think it's going to be really good.
Okay, so that explains the Rebellion's not really at a disadvantage with Brian Hicks in the match. You got a rookie in Brian Hicks.
Right. Yeah. Right.
For some reason, there's a lag.
Right. Well, yeah, a rookie and him and a rookie and Chad Knight too, you know. But I want to see both of them guys get in there against each other. I think that'd be great.
And the Hoseys when they're together as a unit, they're very good. Let's see who's next.
Oh,
now this one.
Yeah, they really are. They're really good.
This is going to be a
crowd really
banger,
likes them
Steve.
too. They got a lot of fans.
Steve, did you come out of the back during the melee the other night when these two we couldn't keep them apart?
Yes, it is. That is going to be. That's not. No, I didn't. No, I did not. But that's not going to be a wrestling match. That's going to be a fight there.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you
that's going to be something.
Luke
And
Cameron's the
Luke
first.
Cameron better not underestimate Barry Wolf.
Mm.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I think this guy's he could be one of Wolf's biggest challenges to date. He is a beast.
Yeah. 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 I just, yeah, he is. But
Hey Steve, do me a favor.
if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go with Wolf. I think Wolf's gonna be.
Just can you disconnect your earbud and
Yep.
see if we can reduce
I
that
think
lag?
Wolf has got. Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's not very many wrestlers that I would say. I don't know if I'm afraid of him or I just got a lot of respect from him. But when I referee around Luke Cameron, I stay out of his arm. I stay out of arm's length. I mean, because when he snaps, it don't matter.
True.
And I mean, when he starts bodying people, and I don't want to be that guy.
Right. Exactly. Does this sound any better?
This much better.
Okay. I'm having a hard time hearing though. But
It was like watching a Godzilla movie. Your lips would just move, and then we'd wait to hear what you had to say.
oh, oh wow. But yeah, this is going to be a big, exciting card Saturday night.
Yeah, when he almost threw him off the top of the gym,
Oh,
and he did throw him down the stairs, and he gave Haas a healthy shove, and Haas probably weighs pretty close to 400 pounds. So
Yeah.
the fact that you moved him as easy as you did.
Well,
All right, I think this is the final chapter on this group.
yeah, I think so. I think the loser of this match can't team anymore for so
90
many
days.
days. I think that's a 90 day. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Them rights are really impressive to me.
say who has the belts?
They're held up.
Okay, so whoever wins this match will become the champion.
Right. The last match, Leo forfeited the titles out of respect to Sammy. He didn't want to just give it. SWA did not make them vacate the titles.
Got
But
you.
out of respect for his brother, he wanted to do that. So the winner of the match was going to be the champions. And then it was I told you last week, I counted. I just finally got tired of everything had broken down. I looked over, both legal men had guys pinned. I made the count and both of them. I did 3 count on both of them, and threw it out. It was a draw.
Yeah, I remember us talking about this match. Okay, or that match.
And I think
this is just going to be like, there's nobody going to be sitting in their seats for this show. I mean, like, all these matches are phenomenal.
And this match, there must be a winner.
That's awesome. That's, like you said, this is a great card.
It's going to be a good card.
I think so.
Yeah, in the packed house. I'm telling everybody get there early, but it's going to be a really packed house.
That's right. But seeing the kids coming to see their assistant principal and everybody come to see you on your mail route, there ain't going to be an empty seat anywhere.
Right. That's what I'm thinking too.
Well,
there'll be several hundred people there. Several.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think Mikey's going to get a wrestling lesson this weekend.
We'll see. Now, if it was 15 years ago, I would agree with you, but now I don't know. I hope so.
My money's on you.
We'll see.
It's a dangerous thing to start feeling better than you felt in 20 years. When you're 60.
My cardio is a lot better too. So I'm excited about this. I think I'm ready. I think I'm really ready to go.
Oh,
I know. I think Mike is going to underestimate also. He seems cocky. He seems like he'd be the type that would do that. And you're going to mop the floor with him.
Well, I hope so. And yeah, I think Frost and them Frost boys have rubbed off on him as far as that cockiness, hanging around them so much.
but it's just not healthy. It's like he's chasing a hug that he didn't have to chase.
Yeah. Hey,
He
some
won't-
of that was
And
mixed
he
up.
has talent. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you who the opponent was, but it was just a couple shows ago that I thought that Mike had his best outing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He gets this close, and then
Yeah.
the,
Right.
then he wants to he tries to take a shortcut, and it bites him, and
Messes up.
he's got his own team's working against him.
Oh yeah.
So
I think they're probably just using him. Really, they're just using him for their benefit.
so I'm not saying he's not talented.
Yeah. Yeah. He's inexperienced and he's hanging around the wrong crew.
Yeah. And he go, but I'm confident, Steve, that he's gonna find out Saturday night the difference between wrestling and wrestling.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. So
There's not a doubt in my mind that you're gonna come out on top of this one. And
You have
And
to
hope-
come back afterwards and tell us about it, like how you felt and all that good stuff after the match.
yeah, I will. Yeah, if y'all want me to, I'll be glad to come
yeah,
back
definitely.
and
And
talk about it and see what the future holds.
you mentioned your diet, and I know because I follow you on TikTok that you're eating a lot of catfish.
Well, actually, I go once every 4 to 5 weeks, and I eat that catfish meal, and that's the only bad meal I eat in 4 or 5 weeks.
Mhm.
And it's not that bad, but it does. The coleslaw does have some sugar in it, and you got your grease and all for the catfish. And I almost stopped doing it because I didn't want to put that in me, but I said, well, once every 4 or 5 weeks, and somebody
Is
told
this
me,
a-
go ahead and do it. So that's
Is
the only
this a-
bad thing I do now.
Is this a catfish meal from like a restaurant, or do you make it
Yeah,
yourself?
what I
is it
call
like
it a fish house or a fish camp.
He
Oh, okay.
he
I
goes
go
to
to a
different
different
ones.
one every 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
He's
And,
catfish connoisseur on TikTok. How do you spell connoisseur, Mike? He spells it different. I mean, Steve, he spells it different.
I spell it CONNASEWER. I spell it the way it sounds.
CONNA
SEWER.
SEWER.
Connoisseur. So that's what I do. And I've been to several fish houses in the past 2 years or year and a half, and I haven't found a bad one yet. Some better than others, but I haven't found a bad one yet. So
You like them with bones, or you like the boneless fillets?
no, I like the whole fish with the bones. I mean, if they don't have it, I get fillet, of course. But I like it. I like it with the bones in it.
Man, I just remember being a kid that my mom would just hover over me while I ate fish,
Oh,
scared
yeah.
I was going to choke on a bone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it kind of just killed all the joy of eating fish. So I go fillet now just because I was programmed the first 10 years of my life not to choke on a catfish bone.
Well, the next fish camp I go to, I'll video on how to eat a whole catfish. You never get a bone. I clean them up too. Never get a bone. But to me, it's the best. I mean, if I choose one meal, that's what it'll be: whole catfish and all the fixings.
Mm.
So, and talk about my diet. I don't drink any more sodas. I was almost addicted to Coke Zero, and when I started this diet, I haven't had one. No Coke or no Coke Zero, nothing like that. And right now I'm drinking a bubbly, which is a sparkling water, flavored sparkling water. And I love these. I drink a lot of them during the week, and I'll drink unsweet tea. And we started making hibiscus tea here a couple of 3 months ago, and really like that. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
I drink a lot of water at work. I quit drinking milk too. If I could find some raw, fresh milk, I'd probably drink some of that, but I'm not going to drink any more other than that. So,
Let me cut that off. Sorry about the background noise,
That's all right.
but I will thank you for. I know that you worked hard today, especially in this heat.
Yeah, it's been hot.
Like the devil's reminding us why none of us want to make it to hell, because it's been very hot in Mississippi this week.
Yes, it has.
And I got air conditioner in my truck, and it's still brutal.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I got I think 358 days left before I retire.
Oh,
So
you see the
I'm
light
looking
at the end of the
forward to
tunnel.
it. So that will give me 29 years and about 7 months at the post office.
Well, are you really going to retire, or are you just?
I'm going to retire from post office, that's for sure. There won't be no going back. Won't be no second thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I won't watch any videos and miss it and want to go back. So what I'll do when I retire now, I don't know. I'm going to take off some time for sure.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? We might kick Legacy back off one day.
Hey, there we go.
I was going to say, you might have some dates opening up for wrestling.
Well, that's true. And, you know, and we love Legacy. Gil Culkin was, you know, partners with me. And no, I think the world of Gil. I love Gil. He's a good guy. And, but, you know, Gil, right at the time, he was physically unable to do much. And I'm working full time and having to work a lot of Saturdays. And it just got to be where it just got to be a lot on me. And
sure,
I couldn't, you know, I said, well, I need to stop for at least a little while anyway. But we had some good matches.
And Steve truly promotes the town.
Matches, and we had brought in some good talent. And Dave, we tried to get him whenever we could to referee, because my opinion, and I ain't trying to put him on the spot or anything, I think he's the best referee in this side of the country, really.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that.
He's excellent, really.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
So, and that's why we always contacted him first, you know. And if he wasn't booked somewhere else, he would always be there, you know. So, but who knows?
What I loved about Legacy
back up in a year or so.
What I loved about it is that the matches, the stories were told in the ring.
Yeah,
I don't believe in wrestling. I never saw anybody. There was no dives, no nut shots. It was just, I mean, really, we had some time limit draws. We had some disqualifications. We had some really good crowds. And
we did,
and to this day, one of the best venues I've ever had the privilege of being in, and that soccer facility in Hattiesburg.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm looking around thinking, he wanted wrestling here? Really?
Yeah.
That place is a palace.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen anything like that for soccer.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I mean, we had some good shows, and we had some good talent, and just being a part of something like that. I mean, because I'm like Steve, I'm old school. I would be willing to bet that Steve probably doesn't watch a lot of television wrestling anymore.
Right.
And
our legacy champion, when we close the doors for the time being, our legacy heavyweight champion is Damian Wayne. So if we ever open the doors back, we'll bring him back as the champion.
Yeah.
You know, and Damian is one of the top wrestlers in the independent scene now, you know, has been for years.
I worked with him in Vicksburg, one of the last shows we did in Vicksburg at the at City Auditorium. He wrestled Ray Fury.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I can't hear anymore.
Oh.
So that might be time for me to go.
Well, thank you for your time, Steve. I know you worked hard today. I appreciate you jumping on here with us. And I'll see you Saturday, and I can't wait to be a part of it.
All right, I'll see you Saturday. Thank y'all both for this, and need your prayers.
All right, you got him. Steve Starr, old school Steve Starr, everybody. I'm excited for him.
I am too. That's going to be so awesome. I'm really excited for him. And it's a great card. Like that just, I mean, 6 matches. every one of them.
And it's all personal issues.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Personal issues draw interest. I mean, the DFB and the Riots hate each other.
Right. As they should.
I mean,
Right.
they just do. Lou Cameron hates everybody. I'm telling you, he's something. Like, when he starts, he snaps.
Right. Do you think Barry Wolf is going to be able to handle him?
Oh yeah.
You think so? What's
I
last
think it's going to be competitive. I'm not ever going to count Barry Wolf out.
Right.
Problem with Barry Wolf is hurt.
Oh,
He's not 100%, and he got thrown down the stairs the other night.
true. That's true.
But that's that old saying: it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight of the
fight in
not
the
the
dog.
side, the fight in the dog. And I mean, Luke Cameron's just a man, but still.
True.
I mean, their match started and they went outside the ring, and I mean, it was over with it was over. And it took a lot of people to separate them. And there was a lot of people laying. I mean, he laid waste.
Right. Well, that's
there was a little girl crying. They made kids cry.
Well, and with it being last man standing, I mean, there's really not much the ref, if it's you, is going to be able to do, but just count, like just.
Well, yeah, but can I back him off of him so I can count?
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is he just going to, yeah. Is he even
I
going
may
to
give this one to
count when he's
Obama.
down?
I may give this one to Obama.
Yeah, really.
Hey, I'm going to tell
Obama.
you, I spent a little time in the ring this weekend. At,
You did? What'd you do?
We had Worthy Cost in Oak Grove for Bayou Independent Wrestling at the Lingo Center. Miss Ginger puts this show together.
I saw her posting stuff. Okay. I love this picture of
She works hard to bring us to Oak Grove. And the opening match was Wes Warren and Christian Blake. I spent some time in the ring with Wes, just working out with him. We did a little chain wrestling. That's what I was telling Steve. The worst thing that a 60-year-old man can do is feel 20 years younger. Because I think I probably hadn't felt this good since I was in my 30s.
See, you're right.
I mean, I feel tremendous.
You're going to be in the battle royal pretty soon.
Yeah.
Just like what was it? Not Tater Man. What did Cassio do?
Big Man Tater.
Big Man Tater. That's what.
Man, I need to get him on here.
Came out with a microwave on his head.
I got to get
Fabulous.
I got to get Cassio in because, and
I'd love to know how that went.
We're going to get Big Man Tater on this show.
Yes, I would love to know how that went for him. What did he think?
He loved it. He absolutely loved it. And if I'm not mistaken, he's been 17 different promotions have reached out to him.
Big Man Tater
Big
might
Man
be
Tater on the card.
Oh yes, you please get Cassie on here so we can hear more about it.
But this match was a good opening bout. Christian Blake defeated Wes. It kind of set the tone for the night. And then we had
Muddy Waters.
I'm not doing them in order.
Okay.
The Perfect Tag Team was unable to make it, card subject to change.
Oh, okay.
And was replaced by the Ivy League, which is made up of Desmond Thibodeau and Jay Hill.
Man,
and
they got a tag team title match. I bet that was their fortune.
This was the match of the night.
Even better.
The crowd was with them from start to finish, and this, I don't know what was going on, but the crowd got really quiet a lot, and it wasn't because of the action in the ring. It was a very good.
They're just so
it
focused
was a
on
quiet,
what was.
it was a quiet crowd the other night, but they weren't quiet. They weren't quiet for this match.
Okay.
And Muddy Waters got the win, and they successfully defended the tag titles.
Good for them. And to, I mean, not even know who your opponent's going to be. That's awesome. Cassandra.
We got introduced to Brooklyn Barrett,
Mm-hmm.
the Brat. It was her birthday.
Oh, Lord.
She came in and challenged Cassandra Golden. Brooklyn went and trained at the Nightmare Factory.
Yeah.
And then
cool.
she just got back from Japan. She's been over working in Japan. And she put up a good fight for Cassandra Golden, but it wasn't enough. And Cassandra successfully retained her championship.
So no title for a birthday present.
No.
How'd this one go?
Well, Ray couldn't make it.
Oh, no.
Ray was unable to make it, so Braxton Hunter came in.
Ooh, that's still a good match.
It was a good match. Always good to see Braxton Hunter, and both of them with names Hunter.
Yeah.
Braxton went up to the top rope, and no, he didn't go up to the top. Hunter Law tried to put him on the ropes.
Uh-huh.
And Braxton got racked.
Okay.
He got racked on the ropes, but Hunter, when he put him on there, his leg hit first, but it was the bounce that racked him.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it didn't take Hunter. Hunter grabbed him, took advantage of it, and got the win.
Oh.
Quickly. Josh says that he kind of stretched the rules, but I think it was just more he took advantage of an opportunity.
And you need to do that in wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. He didn't rack him on the ropes.
Right.
The bounce is what did it.
It just is what happened. I mean, it's a ring, and
Yeah, it's technical.
Yeah.
Technically, it wasn't 100% clean, but it wasn't anything I could have disqualified him over.
It wasn't intentional.
How about that?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could have been intending to do that to him, and he just got lucky that it worked.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but like you said, you can't. Oh, never mind. There's Alex.
This is a dream match. This was incredible, and I didn't get the video pulled, but I'll have it next week because, of course, when Steve Anthony gets introduced, Steve Anthony, two-time former Southern Heavyweight Champion, challenging Alex Arsenal for the Southern Heavyweight title. Steve Anthony will put his hands up like this and grind his hips.
Yeah.
Arsenal did that too.
Ooh.
So then they handed me the belt, and the ring announcer goes, "Are you going to do it too, Dave?"
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Nope. So as I go to hold the belt up on one side, the crowd's chanting for it now. So I go to the and I show all four corners the belt. When I got to the second one, they kept on, so I just kind of a little bit, and they popped. So then I got over for the final side, and I gave it a good one, but Steve Anthony didn't see me do it.
Oh. And
then he made me do it again, and I did it.
Oh,
but then,
my gosh.
because these guys weren't trying to kill each other. This was a, this was a title match. It just wasn't a grudge match. Steve made me and Alex line up with him 3 Amigo style and face the camera and do the hip wiggle.
Oh my goodness.
You can see it on 318 Wrestling Channel. I'm sure that Steve and Alex did a great job with it, and I did not. But
you're taken by surprise.
But we did it, and it was fun. And then they proceeded to put on a hell of a match, and I was watching and Steve Anthony was trying to do his finisher where he calls it call the gods.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was him or Alex, but a hand got me. And when I tell you that a finger went in my eye, and I swear they were trying to poke me in the brain.
Oh.
I mean, my eye got poked severely. And I went down, I pulled my shirt, trying to wipe just holding my eye.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see, and it hurt. And I know I heard Alex yelling, Dave, Dave. And I looked around and I covered the eye and I could see, and I counted the 3 count and he had won. But what I didn't know and what Alex didn't know is that Hunter Law had run in and gave Steve Anthony a shot with the belt.
Oh.
So he had some help, but he didn't know. But the crowd quickly pointed out that Hunter Law had gone under the ring. Hunter Law has had an issue with Steve Anthony. He's taken
Really?
They had a 20-minute time limit draw recently.
Okay.
And Hunter's been poking Steve Anthony pretty hard. But the crowd ratted him out that he was hiding under the ring, and they chased him and they got him in the ring and they beat him up a little bit and before he could escape. And
your eye okay?
yeah.
Good, man. That's a dangerous. I mean,
it was my good one.
Oh, I didn't even think
they got
about
me in
that
the good
either.
one.
Good eye. Well, I mean, a cornea scratch, anything like that, man.
I was worried about it.
Horrible.
But I mean, it freaked me out.
I can imagine.
So there's that.
This has been a great night of wrestling talk.
It has. Talking about titles, let's talk about Big Time Belts real quick before we get out of here. Big Time Belts, Facebook.com. High quality, low prices.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Southern University band champion, the world champion, the human jukebox, often imitated, never duplicated.
I love that. That's
kind of in the
nice.
style of the TNA belt.
I like that. I
really like it too.
I do too. I like that belt.
Big Time Belts can do your custom design. I like it a lot. He's doing mini belts. Look at that one, of how it fits on his wrist.
That's cool.
You can get your mini belt made. You could do, like, I was thinking about getting a Pondwater and Amy belt. Little mini wrist belts.
That is super cute. Is it just like that? Ooh.
That's one particular design that he did.
That's cool. He can do others. I mean, like it's.
Oh, he can do whatever you want. Any custom artwork, he can do that for you.
That is cool. That is amazing. That's an awesome belt.
Yeah, this is a custom world designed by our friend, the bitch, Russ Miller. It's based on it's kind of a hybrid AWA belt.
Yeah, it's huge. It looks huge. Maybe it's not.
But how about this? Rodney Mack and Jazz trust Big Time Belts to do for their NWA Texas Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion. How much do you love that belt? Look at the pit bull on it. Look at the detail.
I love that. I love the color of the leather too. I like that color.
Yeah, the dual Texas on the main plate, the Texas on the side plates, the dog paws. I love this belt.
I'm with you. I love the paws. I love the dog on it. That's pretty cool.
Rodney Mack and Jazz can trust Big Time Belts for their promotional needs. You can too. Big Time Belts, Facebook.com. High quality, low prices. And we want to thank them for sponsoring our show.
That is very good. Willie, we're going to do trivia next week.
Yeah, no trivia this week.
We got a good one for you.
With a guest, we knew we were up to it because coming up at the bottom of the hour here on Markout Moments, I'll be with Josh Newell for Triple P, the Comic Pod, Panels, Pile Drivers, and Plates with Josh Newell. We're going to talk about the first episode of Green Lantern that premiered on HBO this weekend.
Oh yeah, cool.
Spoiler that it is the best. I think it is the best project that DC Comics has ever produced.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
Just with one
Oh.
episode, I was that impressed with it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This is not for children.
Sure. Okay. This is not. Yeah.
No, this is not a kid's. This is good.
Adults. This is.
Yeah,
good.
and it takes place over 20 years, like
Okay.
current 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I mean,
The first episode, you're kind of going
Yeah.
back and forth.
yeah,
Okay.
they're jumping all over. I think all season they're jumping all over. We'll see.
That makes sense. Okay.
So, for the First Lady of Arn Anderson Fan Club, Miss Amy Vaughn, I'm Super Dave Miller. We'll see you here next week on Wednesday, 6 o'clock, Talking Rasslin. Good night, everybody.